Howdy, my name is Luis Garcia. You can find me on Twitter at GarciaLo. So off and on for the last year, I've been working on an AutoHotkey script that would allow users to play the game Hearthstone using only a keyboard. I've called it ko-hearthstone, ko for keyboard only, and I actually just put some changes in place that should allow me to play one entire game of Hearthstone in practice mode using only the keyboard with my script. So let's get started, see if this works out. Just a real quick caveat, I don't play a lot of Hearthstone. I'm not a huge fan of the game, but a lot of people play it, and people that depend on keyboard alone and can't use a mouse should also be able to play the game, which is kind of the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm also going to kind of talk about what the script is doing at this point. So it's saying ko Hearthstone is waiting for Hearthstone to load. I'm not checking to make sure when this screen shows up. I'm really just kind of waiting a set amount of time before just putting the user in this state. So I can click there with enter or space, and then what I've did is essentially I've reinterpreted every screen as kind of like a web interface, right? So you can tab through just like you can tab through links on a web page, and then you can activate items with enter or space, like if it was a button. So the only thing I've really implemented so far is solo adventures. First goal was to be able to play a full game in practice mode, so I've kind of only developed that much. So I select solo adventures. What's going on here is it's going and clicking around to get this screen into a known state. If you had last played in Black Rock Mountain or in Exramus, then what happens when you come back is that the game remembers where you were at, and so then what it does is it has those options open and the practice is collapsed. What this does is it does some clicking so that way the screen will come into a state that the script then knows where we are. So let's go ahead and choose this. And so that brings us to this page. Just kind of go backwards, go to choose, just whatever. Doesn't really matter. I don't know if I'm going to win or lose. I might win, right? It's an easy game. It's against a normal opponent using a hunter. So right now what's doing is is ko Hearthstone is waiting for the match to start. So previously, we're just waiting like 17 seconds at the very beginning to see whether or not, waiting for the game to load. In this case, we're checking for the green glow around the cards, so that way the script can then kind of guess, well, how many cards are there on the screen? Are there 3 cards or are there 4 cards? So we can see here that it has detected that there are 4 cards on the screen, it looks like it did a good job of doing so. Good job, script. Get rid of those expensive cards and confirm. And so we get, okay, Haunted Creeper will work. And we get the coin, of course. Okay, so in this mode, once we get to the gameplay mode, I've essentially set up a system like VI or VI Improved, where there's 2 different modes of entering information. By default, you have what I call the game status screen. So I can tab through and see informational stuff that's not directly tied into the gameplay. Right? So I'm going through the play history. I can see the enemy hand, I can see the enemy's weapon, the enemy's ability, the enemy's deck, and my deck. Right? That's what I can go to. If I hit P, it'll prompt the user for the number of cards they currently have in their hand. I'm working right now on kind of automating to detect how many cards are there, but it's proving a little bit difficult, so I decided just kind of gloss over that for now. This is a kind of okay workaround. It's not as elegant and robust as I'd like it, but that's what I'm going to be working on next. So nothing I really want to play unless I want to play that creeper, which I don't want to. I don't want to waste this damage on that. Let's just go to end turn. This is also probably a little cumbersome, but it's proof of concept, right? So whenever I hit end turn, it returns me back to the game status screen, so you can see I'm back into the, I can see the gameplay, whatever the last thing happened. And then, so in order to be able to select my hand again, I have to hit P, and then say I have 7 cards in my hand because that's the number of cards I have in my hand. And this time we can go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and play. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. So then I tab through, and these are all the 13 positions where it's possible for cards to be on my side, and then all the 13 positions where it's possible for there to be cards on the enemy side. That proves useful for both targeting cards on the enemy side, or targeting cards on my side, or placement. Right? So it's just like you'd move the mouse over. Okay, so we're done with this. So end turn. And the way that I've set up this positioning, right? So you can tab through and get to all this stuff. Effectively, what I'm doing is I've created a grid that's the entire size of the playable area, like the real estate that's actually used by the game. And so it creates a grid with 0, 0 essentially being like right in the middle. And then everything else, like I create positions for each screen that's on that's available, which is essentially based off of, oh geez, I shouldn't have gone that way. Which is based off a number between 0 and 1. So 0 being in the very center, and then 1 in the X direction will be on the right side of the screen. -1 will be on the X-axis to the left of the screen. That Y. A positive Y will be up at the top, negative Y will be at the bottom. And then basically all I do is I say, these positions exist, and they can be tabbed to. And so let's just see, I can move it over here, move it over here. Let's do it over here. These items can be tabbed to, and then that's pretty much it. So the rest of this is really just kind of watching me play. This is going a little. It's going a little slow, right? But early days. And so after this we have 5 cards, I'll have 6 cards. Let's just go ahead and switch to that. So at the end of the opponent's turn, I'll have 6 cards. 6 cards. And do I want to cast anything? Yeah, let's... so let's see, this will do +2/+2. So I can do that, and then yeah, I'll just do that. Oop, I'll cast it on. Oh yeah, I need to cast it first. And then I can target this. And then let's just throw this at one of those things. See what we get. We get a... Oh, nice. I like those things. And then let's go ahead and... I don't know what the good move to do is. Let's go ahead and go for the opponent. Maybe I could make some shortcuts so it'll automatically go to the opponent, automatically go to end turn, automatically go to the beginning of my deck, or my hand. That would probably be a good idea. But that are only active when the gameplay is going on. So 7 cards in my hand. It's returning to the last place that the position that the mouse cursor was at on that screen. So that's, or the last screen, that's where it's going to. So yeah, let's just face it, as in go for the face. I don't think there's anything useful I can cast, is there? No. So tap through all this, hit the face. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Maybe if I activate one of these, maybe I should set up another screen that's specifically for targeting things on the enemy side. Yeah, you can never attack from your side to their side, so yeah, I should definitely set up another screen to help make this part faster. Now let's just get rid of that guy. And so let's say I can cast... Yeah, let's cast this guy. He's big. Yeah, he's big and scary. Well, not really scary, but he's big. Ooh, Sledge Belcher. I don't know why. Like the Sledge Butcher is not like super awesome, but I just like the card. Oh, so we're gonna cast him just because I like it. Oh, I have to go deep. Yeah, see with me. Alright, so let's cast him, and let's just attack the enemy. This is taking way too long. Okay, good user testing. Oh, we should do this. And so this might seem like, yeah, this is a pain in the ass. Why would anybody want to play this? Well, there's no other way for users that can't use a mouse to play the game. At least not yet. Definitely not yet, because this kind of sucks. Okay, so I have 6 cards in my hand. Oh, he sheeped me. That's fine. I've got a lot of damage for his face. What? Oh shit, I didn't grab it. Oh, I'm gonna win soon. That would be great. Yeah, go sheepy. I'm gonna kill him with the sheep. That's what I want to do. In order to kill him with a sheep, I need to not attack him with that. Or, let's see. To kill him with a sheep, let's cast this thing. And we'll, and sheepen. Make the buff the sheep. So then, yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, let's put some more creatures just as distractions. For the glory of the sheep. Oh no, Boulder Fist Ogre, don't kill my sheep! Don't kill my sheep! Ah, good. Okay, so Sheepy gets the kill. Come on, oh dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So, attack it with this. Hit that. And then, oh dang it. Come on, Sheepy. Oh, what? Go. Hit the sheep. In the face. In the face. And we've officially played first game using ko-hearthstone. I am excited. And so I don't have anything yet for this victory screen. I will soon, because you can, I'll mouse now. You can actually mouse over this and it gives you information. So I'd want to set up a screen that a user could mouse over to get this information. And then, you can't click on there to make it go further. So you just have to, I'd have 2 points, one that would definitely be on it, no matter where it's at. So it moves around. So I'd probably stick in this area. Does it fall off it? Yeah, it falls off it. So I move it a little bit up. Basically, I'd have 2 positions where it could be on it and off of it. So that way the user could see the information if they want to, and then they could move off of it so that way they could click past. But yeah, thanks for watching, and check me out on GitHub. All the code for what I'm doing here is on there. Thank you very much for watching.